Lately, I've been making a lot of videos about DMT, shamanism. Like, last video I made was like, what is a shaman? And how, like, you can't just call yourself a shaman, whatever, right? And, like, how now I understand why people used to come at me about, like, why I would call myself a shaman, right? And, like, it almost seems like, I'm not trying to establish that, hey, I'm the DMT expert and you're not. It's more of that we've lost the curiosity. We've missed the point. Like, so when Terence McKenna said culture is not your friend, I think what he meant is this problem of, like, there's not a culture that owns shaman. There's not a culture that owns Mother Ayahuasca. And it's never a disrespect. It's just, it reminds me of religion, where, like, if you are not allowed to question the thing, then there's something fishy going on. Like, because I want people to question me. I now understand why they said, hey, you can't call yourself a shaman, or hey, you're not, right? I understand. But do others understand why I'm now saying what I'm saying, right? Because I started making videos in 2015 about DMT and about my DMT explorations and the other dimensions and trip reports and this whole thing until my channel went by, right? It's gone. And then, but, like, I don't really care about being known, or, like, I don't care about views. I don't give a fuck about money. I don't really care about most of the shit that most normal people care about, because I came about this on a deeper spiritual real thing that was so deep and random for me that, like, it just happened. So what I want to start happening is more discussions. Like, I feel like now I'm ready to be analyzed by every peer, every expert, just everyone, friends and foes, right? Because I think what I have is real. I have real results from the thing I've been walking, right? I made a plan and it's been working. I have a lot of problems, right? Like real life problems. And because I have real life problems, people then discredit the results because they're like, hey, well, you're still this. But you don't do that to shamans. It's not like you go to the Native Americans and say, hey, I discredit all of your stuff because you're not rich. Because you're poor, then now you're discredited. It's not like Socrates was discredited just because he didn't have a philosopher's degree. You know, like, it's that I'm trying to open up a discussion that so many humans are scared to talk about. Like, people want to claim they have the truth, but then say you can't question them. And I'm not questioning you on a disrespectful thing. I'm not talking about my DMT experiences and saying, hey, I'm not saying I'm the DMT expert. I'm saying I am a DMT expert. And, like, my life backs it up, not just my words, right? So, I guess what I'm saying is what I've noticed as I've analyzed the psychedelic thing over the past 10, 15, 20, I mean, I guess I've only been analyzing it since 2013, 2012-ish. But since then, I've noticed that we've kind of ran around in circles. Like, and we forgot, you know, like that old Enlightenment saying, like, before Enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After Enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Like, And so like it's like we get caught up on ego and bullshit, and there's something preventing society or humanity from moving forward. Because like um when I said I'm enlightened, there were so many people that pushed back. But why push back with your ego? Why not try to prove me wrong logically so then I can tell you, okay, I was wrong. I'm not enlightened. Right? Like, why come at me with ego and this authority or this whatever when you could just come at me with love and respect and logic to say, no, you're wrong and this is why I think you're wrong? Because that's what I want to start talking about more. Like people, it's like we stopped talking about the fact that people were saying, hey, DMT is what happens when we die. DMT is what happens when we dream. DMT is this and that. And it's like that conversation went away. Where did it go? Can we bring that conversation back up? Like, because I think DMT is what happens when we die too. And I have personal experience. It's not just experience. I have actual growth in myself that has happened from this shamanic journey that I have walked intentionally, right? Like, so it's like I'm trying to open up a dialogue. I want to start doing podcasts. I want to start being questioned. I want people to question me respectfully. Because if you come at me disrespectfully, I can come at you jester like, because like I could just fuck with people, right? So I don't want disrespect, because I want real growth. I want real expansion, because what I've noticed is a stop in the psychedelic community. And in my personal opinion, it's just my opinion, I could be wrong, but my opinion is that stop that happened is the fact that it goes from talking about other dimensions, life and death in the spirit world, and gestures, to you're not a good man, to you don't treat your kids right, to your body is falling apart and you don't know how to manage energy, but you're claiming you're a DMT light being. But what do you think that means? You're a being of energy, but you don't even know how to manage your own energy? Like, what I'm saying is eventually the psychedelics go from out there to in here, to looking at self. So I like to try to pose questions because I'm not trying to be arrogant or rude. I don't ever want to disrespect a Native American shaman, but I also don't want humans on planet Earth to just think that the shaman came from Native Americans when that idea technically came from the Asians. But technically, the Asians and the Native Americans share a distant ancestor. So technically, like, it's a deep thing, bro. Like, and I just think that we should be talking about it, because knowledge is easily just lost and forgotten and jumbled and, like, you know? Because, like, if there was some person that could genuinely tell me why, I'd be like, okay, well, I won't call myself that. If there was someone that can genuinely say, hey, like, I've had a lot of Christians basically say I'm evil, or Mother Ayahuasca is evil. They always go to, oh, Mother Ayahuasca is a demon. But if I said, your God is a demon because you say your thing rose from the dead, you're also talking about eating his flesh like a cannibal and then drinking his blood. No disrespect, but I'm just saying that then people would then call me disrespectful, but I can't say, hey, you're disrespectful for calling Mother Ayahuasca a demon. Or even the simple as saying, the people that were saying, you know, like the Native American, I've had a few conversations like with some Native Americans that didn't go well, but like just basically people trying to own Mother Ayahuasca, like saying you don't know, and it's like, well, isn't that disrespectful if I did know? Like, and how would you know if you don't know me? Right? Like, I don't know. I guess I just want to be real, because I respect and value truth, realness, honesty, and I respect being put in my place respectfully. So, like, I will only listen. That's why if somebody, like, famous or somebody ever sees this video, right, I will only truly listen to a real master shaman or a real, like, I want somebody who's been in this for a long time to look at me and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Because I guarantee if you get 5 master shamans in a room with me, we will just laugh and have a good time. Because it takes one to know one. A real shaman knows a real shaman. A real one knows a real one, right? Like I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's like I'm ready to start talking, and I don't know if the world is ready for the conversation to expand, because I've noticed a lot of religious people are holding back, because the hardest part about the next part of humanity is the fact that if we start opening up conversations about shamanism and spirituality, and you have me talk to a real shaman, and then we start expanding these ideas, and then you have, you know, religious people start talking, some religions might get left behind. Some religions might get almost proven wrong. And it's like, because I'm me, I came into this journey prepared to be proved wrong. So when I tell someone I want to start having conversations about this, don't be arrogant and ego and call me names like a narcissist or call me names. Explain to me in detail why you think what you think, and then I will say thank you for proving me wrong. Because I want to grow and expand. I want to get somewhere. We're not getting anywhere if we're just like, oh, I'm never wrong. You're wrong. And it's like, okay, well, why am I wrong? Please explain to me, because I want to learn and grow and expand. Like, don't you? You know, like, because are we really getting anywhere? No disrespect to the ayahuasca thing, but are we really getting anywhere with it? It's been many years of people giving ayahuasca to people. Has it really done much? Like, and I mean no disrespect, but we just really have to start asking these questions. And if it hasn't done much, what can we do to the process to improve it so it does better, so it gives better results? Because I have real results. And I'd love to share how I've gotten my results, but people always then don't take me seriously. So it's like, why would I want to sit at a table with people who don't take me seriously? It's like, no, I'll wait until you take me seriously. But I'm ready. I'm ready to sit at the table and start seriously discussing, just conversating. We need to get back to just conversating, having fun with it. If you prove me wrong, I'll have a laugh about it, because I'm not attached to anything, bro. Like,